Saint Judicus versus Lord Cancerous. Saint Judicus versus Lord Cancerous. Jeremy Haston.
My friends, today I tell you an amazing tale. It is the story of a family who had given up hope. Their daughter, Mabry, a 7-year-old girl from here in Texas, had been attacked and was close to death. But by the strangest turn of chance, they had heard of a hero who might be able to save her. Who was this hero, you may ask? Who could stand in the face of such darkness? He is the noble Saint Judicus. How many of you ever heard of the evil, wicked, and corrupt Lord Cancerous? He is a devious, depraved despot who is responsible for the deaths of countless men, women, and even innocent little children. He is the physical embodiment of hate. And today, I will tell you the epic story of a glorious confrontation with him almost 1 year ago. Saint Judicus had gathered a group of heroes, myself included, to aid him in his quest to save the child. For no child should die in the dawn of life. And he in fact told us that there were many children who were being held captive by Lord Cancerous. He charged us with trekking across the width and breadth of the land. This was a daunting task, for our mission was to take place in Texas, land of heat. And mosquitoes. Our heroes would have to trek many miles, and the urge to quit would be strong. So St. Judicus told us a story of tragedy and heartbreak that had befallen one of the children. A young boy who had but one parent, his father, and had been attacked by Lord Cancerous. And as he lay in his bed, his father fell to one of Lord Cancerous's minions, leaving this child in the world alone with no family. Shortly thereafter, the boy also succumbed to his injuries and passed from this world. St. Judicus told us many such tales. And as I was about to be a father myself, I knew that I must do whatever I could to keep this from happening to my child. We all had families and knew that without St. Judicus there to protect them, we would fear for their futures. So sufficiently motivated, St. Judicus gathered his band of adventurers, some of them in this very room, and they set out on their trek. On and on they trudged for what seemed like weeks through the blazing heat, their skin blistering from the sun, until they reached the place of their final confrontation. There, cheered on by the very children they had come to rescue, the battle raged all over. They fought for hours until they managed to free the children. Immediately, showing a lack of fear that belied their years, the children took up arms against Lord Cancerous. Unfortunately, some of the children fell that day. But the one we had come for, Mabry, she stood apart from the rest. With every thrust of her sword, Lord Cancerous would parry with the spear, each attack weakening her little body further and further. I watched her as she fell to a knee. Her sword drooped. But she seemed to be of indomitable spirit. As Lord Cancerous stood above her, with his spear raised high for the killing blow, she summoned the last ounce of strength in her battered body and struck from underneath. Lord Cancerous cried out and retreated into the darkness, defeated but not destroyed. The children all ran and surrounded us with hugs. And as we mourned our losses, we led them back to their grateful families. Thus ends the tale of the glorious battle against Lord Cancerous. We know that he lurks, waiting in the darkness for another chance to strike. But St. Judicus stands, ever vigilant, with his children, waiting to protect them that day. What's that, London? He's returned. then we go back to war. Which of you will be brave enough and selfless enough to join the fight?